schedule, and it is a tough one. Mostly because they finished first in division. Of course, they got to play the team that finished first in all other um, in all other divisions, mostly AFC South and the AFC East. And this is definitely one of the tougher schedules that they'll have to face. Um, and with Patrick Mahomes starting at quarterback, he probably has the worst 6 games you can probably have from a new quarterback. I mean, right off the bat, they're going to Los Angeles to play the Chargers. Then they have to play the Steelers on the road. Then they play the Niners at home, and then play the Broncos on the road. Then play the Jaguars at home and the Patriots on the road. So six out. So out of the first 6 games, 4 of them are on the road with a new quarterback, and 5 out of those 6 teams are projected to make the playoffs. So this is so they could hopefully they don't start 1-5 or 0-6 or even 2-4. But this is going to be a real tough schedule, and it will severely impact their chance of making the playoffs. So hopefully Mahomes has the confidence, and especially has the talent to really overcome this. I think with the Steelers it could be a shootout because that Steelers offense has had their way with that Kansas City defense year after year after year. And when you look at the Jaguars, they're certainly gonna pose a defensive struggle, and same with the Patriots. And with the Chargers, you never know what you're going to get, but I think they're going to come out of the gates running, especially with that improved defense. And if that defense is healthy going into Week 1, Mahomes could be in some pretty big trouble. So that's a game I should look forward to. Same with the Broncos. I think that defense could pose some trouble, and if they get turnovers early and get some defensive touchdowns, could spell bad news. And then there's the 49ers, a serious team to watch in the NFC. Definitely something to keep looking forward to. And then going on, it does get a bit easier. Their byes at Week 12, so say they survive that onslaught of opponents, and they come out with, let's say, a 7-5 record, a 7-4 record going into their Week 12 bye. This is a great bye to have a late playoff push. And because their schedule is relatively fair, their tough teams are the Ravens and the Chargers, with a dash of mystery with the Raiders. But they do have to play the Seahawks, and even though it's on the road, it could be a fair win, especially if the Seahawks at that point are probably eliminated from playoff contention. Their biggest challenge might be the Chargers again, even though it's at home. It's still the Chargers, and quite possibly the Oakland Raiders, because I'll have to play them twice, first after the bye, and then their Week 17 divisional matchup. And looking at the schedule, it's going to be tough. I like Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to be fair with Patrick Mahomes and say, he's going to struggle a bit, but then pick things back up. But I think it's going to be too late just based on the first 6 games that they have to play. It's going to be tough. They might rattle him a few times, and if they just get one win, it's going to be a long road to pick back up. And with that said, I have their record being 7-9. Yeah, I really want this team to make the play. I think at worst they'll finish 7-9. I really want this team to make the playoffs, but it's a tough schedule. If Alex Smith were a quarterback, it might be a little better. But Patrick Mahomes is just such a mystery. But I think at best he'll finish 9-7, with just making the playoffs as the 6th seed at best. I can't see him winning the division with a schedule this stuff. Not unless a lot of things go right. Like say the Chargers. Not just the injury woes, but the kicking woes continue. The Raiders don't really pose much of a threat, as well as, they just get lucky. They get some lucky matchups with this team. Like, say they have to play the Rams on the road, and say they have to they have a ton of injuries. That could work beneficial, but playing the Jaguars and the Patriots, especially back to back. Those are going to be tough matchups, especially having going back to Foxborough. I think they got lucky in week 1 because they just came out of the gate firing on all cylinders. But week 6, that's plenty of time for Belichick to not only study your team, but know how to take on Patrick Mahomes. So, like I said, tomorrow we're going to have divisional standings and how each team should do with with how they're probably going to do each season. So, till then, catch you later.